Hi, so I'm Claire from The Art of Now. Welcome to my video and congratulations on making the decision to make a change, to make a conscious decision to decide on your life being that little bit more different. You want to design it more than living life by default. So I want to share with you in this video a little tool that I learnt which has completely transformed my manifesting skills. It's a morning ritual that I undergo. This is one part of my morning ritual that I partake in every day. I don't have time not to do this. So if you are going to do this, please commit to yourself. Commit the time to just unravel your thoughts and really dive into it and just drink it up. It's the most amazing, delicious feeling, and it really will make your heart sing. And that's what this is all about, is making you feel amazing. Let your emotions and your feelings, let your heart just has to speak to you and tells you that it's the right things to do. Okay, now, so this little process that I do is called My Life in the Now journal. Okay, so I set aside time every single morning to write in my Life in the Now journal. Okay, now when I first started doing this, when I read back on my first entries, oh, they're hilarious. It's like a list of bullet points. It's not knowing and having evolved it to the point of which it's at now. It's when I first read it or read back my first entries, it's just so awkward. I can feel when I read the words how awkward I felt doing it. Now, so don't give yourself a hard time when you first start doing this, because it's not necessarily a way that we have been taught to live our lives, to really want things and believe that they'll happen and write about them already happening, because it feels a little bit weird to begin with. So give yourself a break, relax, enjoy it, okay? So first of all, you need to get yourself a little journal. Now, that was this one here that you've seen on the beginning of the video. So this is my second or third journal now. Just pick one that speaks to you. Pick one that when you see it on the shelf and maybe it's the words on the front of it, or it's the colour or the size or the way the page feels, like it's got to really speak to you. It's got to be like make your heart skip a beat. It sounds silly for a journal, but it will make it a lot more of an enjoyable experience for you when you actually sit down to write in it. So yeah, this is my little journal, and I set aside, sometimes I can write in it for like half an hour, 40 minutes. But I would say at least write in it for 10 minutes a day, okay? Now, I'm going to explain to you how to write in it, because this is the thing that I think goes a little bit unmissed. So we're imagining ourselves in our life in the now, in the life that you want to create. So imagine it as if all the things that you want to manifest have already happened. So you're writing about it as if it's already happened or it's already happening. So that feeling of anticipation, that feeling of real joy and love, and just really just the excitement of what it feels like for all that to have happened. So the purpose of this is, and the main purpose of doing it in the morning is that so you start your day in a really, really, really high vibrational state, okay? So when we first wake up, our mind and our soul has been rested for however it may long have been since you've been asleep, and we have been connected to our inner being at that point. Now, the moment we wake up, our eyes begin to then filter in the outside world, and all that exposure, like the visions that we see on the news. I mean, I don't watch the news anymore. It's so poisonous and it's so negative. There's never anything good in the news. And to start our day listening to that crap on telly, it's just, I just don't do it. So I know some of us will reach for our phone and go through the morning, scroll through Facebook. What notifications have I got? Or checking your emails, or spending time thinking about something else that isn't about growing you as a person, like feeding your soul and lifting your vibration. So starting your day by putting your vibration on a really, really high level is the best thing you can do for yourself. Now, I understand that we have families, we have busy lives, sometimes we work early in the morning, we've got a commute to work. Things do get in the way, okay? I'm just saying, in an ideal world, when you first wake up is the best time to do it. I know some people who set their alarm before their children get up to write in their journal because it's that important to them. And like I said earlier, I don't have time not to write in this journal, because this journal is what makes the difference. This is what makes things happen, because it puts me on that vibrational level. It matches my frequency of my desires to that of what I want within the universe. Might sound a little bit out there, but if you've been following me in my group for some time, you'll know what I mean by that. So yeah, set aside the time. I mean, I have a 1-year-old who wakes up at like between 4 and 5 in the morning. So if I were to set my alarm for half an hour before he wakes up to write in my journal, I could be up 3:30 in the morning to write in my journal. So when I first wake up, I make sure that I don't allow any exposure from the outside world into my mind. So I don't look on Facebook, I don't turn on the news, I don't put on the radio. We just watch the kids watch crap on telly, or I listen to some music, something that really gets me, wanting to dance around and move and just feel good. Or if I get the chance, actually, I'll meditate before I go downstairs. But the time that I do set aside to do my journaling is once I have taken the children to school, Connor's having his sleep, and then I sit down and I set aside that time in the morning to write in my journal. I don't get to lunchtime without writing in my journal, because it's so important to me, okay? So yeah, write in your journal as if it's already happened. So say it's, I don't know, well, for me actually at the moment, I'm manifesting a new house. So I'm writing about what it feels like on moving day to have my new keys in my hands. Like, what do they look like? What key ring have I put on them? Is there 2 keys? Is it just 1 key, or is it a whole bunch of keys? Has it got the window keys on it as well, and the garage key and the garden gate key? Has it got all the, what does it look like? And what kind of keys are they? The year lock keys or old fashioned door keys? And what does it sound like when you put that key into the lock and turn it and open the door for the first time? Like, what hits you? Is it, for me, it's the smell of new carpet as I walk through the door, and the sound of my children running down the hallway and going off into their new bedrooms. And it's not an if, a maybe, or I hope it happens. That is what it's going to be like. That is what I have ordered from the universe, and that is what's going to happen. So that's what I write about. That's what makes me really excited. And if you struggle to know what it is that you want, then sometimes just start small. Sometimes just, if it's, maybe it's time with your partner at the weekend, or, a nice report from your children's teacher at the end of the week, or spending time with friends, or having a phone call from a family member or a friend that you haven't spoken to in ages. It doesn't have to be big stuff like a new house or a holiday or a car or material things. It can just be a feeling. It can just be getting over the cold that you've been struggling with the last week or two, or having your favourite takeaway at the weekend. It can be anything, but you just have to you've got to really put yourself in that place and really feel what it's like to experience it, because it's all about our thoughts and our feelings. Our feelings are so powerful. Our thoughts, when it comes to manifesting, our thoughts are what speak to us. That's what lead us in our daily life. It makes us choose decisions between love and fear. And if we can recognize our thoughts and take control of our thoughts, not in a manipulative way, but if we can be consciously making choices to think things that are putting us in match with the vibration to which we want, then those things will come to us a lot faster. But hand in hand with that, it is the feeling, that feeling of pure joy and love that comes from, it is from your heart. Maybe it's from your tummy. Some people feel it on their tummy, but for me, I feel it in my heart. Like, we would say it makes my heart sing. Like, it really does. Like, I can just feel it on the inside, like a big smile on its face. And that's when I know that I'm in tune and I'm on that vibration and I'm just popping into the vortex and picking what I want from the shelves. Like, just imagine going shopping to Tesco's. You're just jumping into the vortex and choosing things that you want for your life. Things that are going to make you really happy, things that are going to make you feel fulfilled, things that are going to make you feel successful, prosperous, abundant. It's all just within reach. We just have to tune our thoughts and our feelings into receiving them and believing that they can happen. What happens to us as we're growing up in our society? We do live in a very negative society, and we allow social conditioning to affect the way that we make beliefs. And beliefs are just thoughts that we think over a period of time, that the more we think them, once we've thought them for a certain amount of time, they then become beliefs. And to undo beliefs can sometimes be a little bit harder. But when you become aware of what the law of attraction is and working with processes like writing in your journal, you begin to reprogram your thinking and change the way that your thoughts work, and that you can then change your thoughts. If you feel yourself leaning towards something that, say for example, you're writing in your journal and you are writing about I'm a millionaire, I'm living in my massive mansion, oh god, I don't feel like that could happen, it just feels so far away. If it doesn't feel good, don't write about it. It doesn't mean to say you can't write about it next week. Just don't write about it today if it doesn't feel good. Everything you write about has to feel good. It has to make your heart sing. It has to make you so eager with anticipation to find out that when that day that those things happen, that it's non-negotiable. It's happened. You place that order. You're not expecting it to be rejected, because it doesn't get rejected. When you believe that it's happened and you feel that it's happened, it will happen. You just have to be patient. You don't need to worry about the when or how or why. You don't need to know or fuss yourself with any of that. If you are true to your feeling and you keep that feeling of it's a done deal, you're writing about it in your journal, you're holding it in your thoughts, it's just a matter of time, okay? The rest of it is none of your business. So be conscious in your thinking. Think about your thoughts and think about, are they serving me? Are they providing me with a positive feeling? Are they providing me with that good heart singing feeling? And if they're not, then just change them. And if for a long time I struggled to really know what I did want. I knew what I didn't want. And I was really concerned by not knowing what I wanted. Why did I not know what I wanted? But you can actually learn from those contrast thoughts. By knowing the things that you don't want, they are a mirror reflection of those that you do want. So if you're struggling to think, oh God, I don't know what I want my life to look like in a week's time, let alone a month's time or a year's time, think about the things that are important to you. Is it spending time with your family? Is it spending time with your friends? Is it money? Is it material things? Is it, handbags? Or is it plastic surgery? Is it, maybe you've already had success in your life where it's not about money or the house or, what you wear. It's about wanting to change things for your body. Maybe it's plastic surgery, or maybe you want to grow your business. It can be anything you want it to be, but try and think about what would make you happy, and start with small stuff if you do struggle, and it will, the more practice you put into it, it will just become a natural process. It will just feel like so easy. Why have I not been doing this all the time? And then just sit back and watch as things just happen. Like, you'll begin to experience what we call synchronicities. Now, synchronicities are little experiences that we encounter which are in tune with what we want. And so it might be that you are thinking about having a family holiday, like an extended family holiday. You want your sister, your brother, and your mum and your dad. You want everybody to go on this massive family holiday, but you think, oh God, it's a bit logistically of a nightmare. Everybody works, and some of them got young children. But then maybe a few days later, you get a phone call from your sister and she says, hey, do you know what I've been thinking? It'd be really cool to have a family holiday. That's a synchronicity. That is when you know that you're your vibration is in alignment. It's just a matter of time. So you just have to take tiny little steps towards making that happen all the time. And it just only takes steps that feel good to you. Don't do things that feel uncomfortable, and just do things that only feel good to you. And look out for those little synchronicities. Look for things, look for evidence all around you of good things that you have wanted and have happened, have become tangible, touchable, smellable, hearable, seeable, tasteable things in your life. And be really grateful for all the things that you do have, because the gratitude that we feel for what we want is what will give us that feel good feeling as well. Okay, now another thing with the journal is, don't worry about how much you're writing about it. Just write until you feel that you've written enough. And at the end of my entry, I'll always say, love, Claire, or huge thanks to the universe. I always sign it off as if I was writing a letter. And I sit back and I read through it. And do you know what? When I look at my handwriting, it's like somebody else has taken over me and written it for me. Like, it's not, it's like a total scroll. Like, I'll show you. It's a total scroll of handwriting. I would never write to my friend like that. I would always take the time to really kindly form my letters. But see, with this, just when you start to feel into it and really enjoy the process of writing in your Life in the Now journal, it just becomes like a real scroll of writing. Like, your hand's just writing faster you can get the words out. So actually, that's another point. Make sure that when you're doing this, that you're actually writing it down as opposed to typing it into your phone, because the process and the subconscious connection between your hand and your brain and the subconscious part of your mind, there is a connection there between the motion of you writing, the formation of the words, and the thoughts that you have and the feelings in your heart are all connected and all work in harmony with the vibration that your energy feeling is putting out there. Okay, right, so I hope that makes it clearer. I'm so excited to hear how you're getting on. So I would love it if you are not a member of my Facebook group already. Please do come and find us. We are called The Art of Now, Law of Attraction and Manifesting Coach. And so yeah, come and find us. Jump on board and get involved. And if you have any questions at all, please do get in touch. I'd love to hear how you're getting on. Okay, right, good luck. Happy manifesting.